This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness.
Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus and choke. I'm on a mission, won't hang by a rope, so seeing the vision won't follow the trope. Common in mind, I could raise my power level. People sleeping on me, now they woke.
We have the next story. We have a McDonald's manager who was a registered.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. I used to be a manager for McDonald's, but let's get into it.
Yeah, but
But
this guy was a registered sex offender. So with that being said, let's check it out. Matter of fact, 15-year-old he got with. We got the next story. We have a young woman, a young mom. She was killed because a new boyfriend she had didn't want to have a baby with her. So with that being said, let's check out the story.
I always be like that. What the fuck?
A young single mom with a bright future ahead.
She was trying to make a life for her son. She was attending college to be a dental assistant.
Samira met Zachary, a military member she fell head over heels for.
But when she turns up missing, it triggers a real-life NCIS investigation.
Y'all feel like I had the motive to do something to her, but I didn't do nothing to that girl. I don't even know where she at.
Did you ever hear William say anything during this time about being upset with Samira or wanting to do her any kind of harm?
911, where's your emergency?
It's like a non-emergency. We want to report a missing person.
Who is she?
It's my sister.
And what is her name?
Oh, hey, Vanna, what's going on?
Where's the last place
What's
you
up,
were?
Black.
girl?
Oh man, we got a bunch of people on Instagram. I didn't realize it. What's up with
What
y'all?
you do?
One of our officers responded to a call of a missing person.
Okay.
That officer
JB, what's going on, man?
that the circumstances of the
Lit.
incident seemed quite a bit fishy and contacted me with the need for an investigation to start immediately.
Saturday, October 31st, 2009, Pensacola, Florida. Police Detective Jonathan Thacker interviews 911 caller Sylvia Watkins,
Shout out to everybody
whose
on
older sister
Facebook.
Samira has gone missing.
Tell me from the very beginning, everything that has happened that has made you concerned about your sister's well-being.
Thursday night, she when she got off of work, she came home and she was getting dressed to go to his house.
On the night of October 29th, Samira had completed her shift at a local McDonald's restaurant where she was the manager. After that, she came home, changed her clothes, and indicated that she was heading out to meet her boyfriend, Zachary Littleton. Littleton was a 24-year-old member of the United States Navy. He was stationed at the Pensacola Naval Air Station.
She was very excited about this guy she met who was in the military. She was looking forward to a future with him.
She asked me to drop her off, but I was too tired. I was already in bed asleep. And after that, I guess that's when she left.
So it's around 9 o'clock in the evening. All right, so she drove herself over, and we don't really know where she went, but we know that she was saying she was going to go to his house. Is that last time that you've heard her?
Heard from, yeah.
Samira Watkins was a 25-year-old single mom. She was the oldest of 5 children in her family. She had a child of her own, a little boy of 4 years old. She was a manager at a local fast food restaurant, and she was going to college to be a dental assistant.
Did she ever say anything to you that would make you think that she would just need to get away? Just out of her character?
No.
She had never made any comments like, I just got to get away from things, or?
No.
Okay.
When she didn't arrive home, her family and friends were very concerned.
When did you start calling her?
I started calling her that morning. That next morning.
Friday morning?
All throughout the day I've been calling her like.
And initially it would ring and then go to voicemail.
Yeah.
And I understand that now it doesn't even ring, it just goes to voicemail.
I am running to be president of the United States, and I need you with me in this fight.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Trump for
She
president.
stopped responding to the family when they couldn't reach her the next day. Her sister went to look for her at Zachary's home. And that's when she got a real surprise.
About 12, we went out there. Me and my cousin went out there. And that's when we knocked on his door. We didn't get no answer, so we knocked on the neighbor's door. And that's when she told us that he was loading a couch on a truck and said that he was moving because he needed a bigger place for his wife and kids.
It was shocking because Zachary Littleton was leading a double life. He was married, he had a child. They told Samira his name was Ricky. He was not who he said he was.
What we learned is that his wife was also in the Navy and was scheduled to actually move to Pensacola from South Carolina, where she was stationed, in the next week.
Okay,
but there's
so he got rid
another
of her
twist
before his
to
family came
Samira's
down.
story.
Yep.
She found out she was pregnant probably like a month ago.
Oh yeah, he
And,
had to get rid of her.
She told him, and he was saying that he didn't want any more kids. He's married. He's not supposed to go outside his relationship.
And what is his reaction?
He wanted her to get an abortion.
Tell me about things that she told you about him.
Okay. First, everything was cool or whatever. She liked him or whatnot. Then, when she found out she was pregnant, he was saying, like, get an abortion or punch in your stomach, and I ain't got nothing to do with you. It was kind of scary to me.
Fearing the worst, Pensacola police contact Florida State Prosecutor Bridget Myers Jensen.
I became involved early on in the case because there was such an unusual and suspicious circumstance. Zachary Littleton was initially a suspect, and probably the strongest suspect, because he found out that Samira was pregnant and he was not happy about the pregnancy. He was also the last person that we knew Samira had been with the night that she went missing.
So Detective Thacker gives Littleton a call.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, this is Ricky.
It's Zachary Littleton.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's going on?
He very quickly indicated that he wasn't Ricky, he was Zach. And that was odd. There'd be a different name given by the family as to what this actual person's telling me.
Hey, you know this young lady, Samira?
Samira. Yeah, she said Sammy. That's what she told me to call her Sammy.
He, in fact, didn't even recognize her name at first when he was asked. They said, do you know a Samira? And his response is, Samira, Sammy. She called herself Sammy, as if this was a person he had just met.
Do you know where she is now?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Look, here's the deal.
1 second. I had to break down. Let me play the breakdown. That one is a little too long. I had to break down. Just realized. Let me play it right there. Give me 1 second, and there we go.
At this point, we're investigating her whereabouts. So I need to talk to you, and not over the phone.
I had chopped it up. I just found
obviously
it.
important to see what he knew. He was essentially could have been the last person to see Samira alive. So I asked him to come down for an interview.
Okay, all right. You'll have to stay here. You work for the Navy, right? Right. NAS Police Department. Okay, so you're like are you like a military police? Okay.
Hearing that Zachary Littleton was a military police officer, part of me thought, well, certainly a police officer in the military wouldn't hurt somebody or cause them to go missing. I want to hear his explanation for why she's missing and what all he knew.
So you've known her for how long then? Family. Trying to think. A few months, not a whole year. When is the last time that you saw Sammy? Last time I seen her was Wednesday when I dropped off at home. Have you seen her any time since when you dropped her off? No, I haven't.
He indicated that he had never seen Samira on the night of her disappearance on the 29th. And that was odd because she was supposedly going to his house.
Did you have any kind of a relationship with Sammy that was more than just friends? No.
So he was clearly not faithful to his wife, but he had to keep that a secret because under military rules, you can get disciplined if you commit adultery.
We began to research Samira's past, and what we learned is that Samira had a boyfriend who had just gotten out of prison, actually, a guy by the name of William Peters.
William Peters was the father of Samira's 4-year-old child. They had had a very tumultuous relationship, both physically and mentally. Mr. Peters was abusive to Samira. At the time that Samira went missing, she did have a restraining order against her child's father, William Peters.
So he was someone who was dealing with obviously anger management issues, who had some feelings for Samira that were so intense that he committed crimes. And so now Samira goes missing. That's a big break for law enforcement.
Could the father of Samira's 4-year-old son have
definitely.
had something to do with her disappearance?
They do.
Right after getting out of jail, he began to work cleaning in the middle of the night. So him and his crew would go to companies, businesses, and do cleaning for them.
So by 11 p.m. on the 29th, he was getting home.
Yes.
Okay. Once he got home, what did he do?
Okay, he came home, spoke to me, asked me did I plug up the fryer so he can cook him something to eat. He went straight in the back and started cooking him something to eat. And after that, he started watching TV.
On this evening of the 29th, and also we're talking about the 30th in the morning, did William ever leave the home?
No, he did not.
On the night of the of October 29th, I was able to verify that William Peters was actually on a crew that night cleaning, and I had his alibi pretty well secured at that point.
And therefore, he was ruled out as a suspect.
And there was something else that convinced investigators that William Peters wasn't their man.
When William Peters was notified that Samira was missing, he was very upset and obviously concerned for her safety as well as her whereabouts.
He was upset for his child, the child they had in common, knowing that, you know, if she's not found, then, you know, his son could be without a mother. You know, so he was showing genuine concern for Samira's well-being, in stark contrast to Zachary Littleton, who really didn't show much concern at all.
Detective Thacker turns his attention back to Zachary Littleton, the man who was secretly having an affair with Samira and caused her to be pregnant.
Plus, he's married with a child, and so you can see why a child with his mistress could complicate things at home and at work.
Detective Thacker has hit a dead end with Zachary Littleton. But the very next day, 4 days after Samira disappeared, there's a major turn of events.
Sheriff's 911, where's your emergency?
It's a Navy Point.
Okay, what's the Navy Point?
We think we found a dead body. It's in a bag, a big old like bag you carry on a plane. It looks like it has blood over it. Has a big old rock on it. It's off the beach. It's real heavy.
On Tuesday, November 3rd, I was notified that a duffel bag had been located, washed ashore in a local body of water right across from the Pensacola Naval Air Station. The people that found it, which were jet skiers, were concerned enough to call law enforcement.
When they discovered the black duffel bag, there was a very foul odor coming from it, and it obviously appeared to be suspicious.
So inside of this bag, in the fetal position, was the body of a black female. It would end up being Samira Watkins. She had duct tape wrapped from her chin up to just below her eyeballs, all the way around her head. She was clothed only in a bra. She was otherwise nude. Inside of the bag, there was a Clorox wipe that was kind of balled up in the bottom of the bag, and there was also a paper towel.
A fingerprint analysis is performed on site and confirms the body is Samira's.
And this would be the break that law enforcement needed in this case. Upon finding the body in the duffel bag, this case transformed from a missing persons case to a homicide.
The medical examiner ruled that Samira had been asphyxiated and that that she was suffocated.
Almost 2 years after Samira Watkins' murder, Zachary Littleton's trial begins. The defense relies on the lack of direct physical evidence.
A challenge for prosecutors was that there wasn't clear blood or DNA evidence linking Littleton to the murder. And prosecutors had to still put the pieces of the puzzle together.
And Littleton chooses not to take the stand.
It only took the jury 3 hours to reach a verdict in this case. Once the evidence was presented and the timeline was proven, and the alibi was discounted that he tried to provide, I think it was very clear to the jurors beyond a reasonable doubt that he was in fact the person that murdered Samira Watkins.
The jury finds Zachary Littleton guilty of first-degree premeditated murder.
Man, oh man.
He already knew that. He might as well just confess.
Oh man,
You gotta
this
be
guy.
careful. You gotta be careful.
You
He
gotta
was
be careful,
psycho
man.
for love. Like he had
You
a
can't,
wife already, and he
huh?
still wanted it. He already had a wife, married, and everything.
Yeah.
Double life. We was just talking about living double lives.
Yup,
Yes.
was. Whew. I ain't killing nobody though.
The young lady,
No.
she lost her life for no reason, man.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy. You can't trust people. People will sell you the world. I bet she
yes.
thought this was the most sweetest man from the Navy and shit like that, not even knowing.
Right.
And you
Like,
got your whole family about to move down here, and I just threw a wrench in your plans by telling you I'm pregnant.
and I'm keeping it.
Hella,
Hey,
and I'm keeping my baby.
but here's my thing too, right? Here's my thing. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Let's say I'm the guy, right? And I don't want to have a child with you.
Okay.
So what would y'all do in that situation? Like, I'm the guy, I really don't want to have a child with you. And
Okay, just don't have a child with him.
Hello. You ain't
Let them
gotta see
have
this
their
baby
child.
mama's baby daddy's maybe. Sign over
Right.
your rights, so don't ever come looking. If I really want to keep this child and you don't, I'm going to keep this baby. You don't have to be anything unless am I having this baby to try to keep you? Because you know they'll do that too. Have a
yeah.
whole you don't even know your complete
I don't know.
existence
She
is
might have
because
been
your
breaking
mama
up
was
with
trying
him.
to keep her man.
Right. She might have been trying to leave him or something with the whole WAP man saying that I want to leave you and I'm keeping the baby type shit. That's a big one. Woof.
So okay, so let me ask this: when she told him she was pregnant, did he tell her he had a family?
I think it all came together. I don't know what was
I
said.
don't think he said that, but he told her he didn't want to have a baby with her. He told her that.
This kind of shit make you just not want to trust people because people will show up as angels and be the devil.
Exactly.
And now you done killed me because you got a family. Because you want to
Yeah.
fuck around on your wife and kids.
And they coming into town, moving here. They getting, oh wow.
And now you got to move me out the way.
But that's the thing. That's another thing too, right? A lot of people, especially like a lot of women, they don't take these kind of stuff serious until stuff like that happen.
Yeah, till it's at your doorstep. And here's the thing too, like the sister said, like jokes don't be jokes. When that man said he was gonna punch that lady in the stomach, he about meant that.
Yes.
And you can only hit the ceiling so many times before it breaks. So you got if you see red flags, this is not Disneyland. You gotta go the other way.
Right.
Man, cause you just man,
You
you
gotta
nailed
follow
it.
the signs. Yep, sure did. Cause
You nailed it.
your big one.
That is insane, man. But anyways, we're gonna leave it like that. We were supposed to have Ron Smith. I
Yeah,
sent him the
Ronald
link,
Smith.
but it did not pop up with us.
Well, shout out to Ron Smith, bro. We hope
Yeah,
you all
shout out.
right.
We're gonna get you on here one day, cuz. We're gonna get you on here one day. Did you send him the link?
Yes, I did. And he saw it, but it didn't. I don't know. Maybe he couldn't. I don't know. I really don't.
Okay, well, we'll catch him.
But tomorrow we're gonna have I4 Chartman with us.
And that's the guy with the list.
Yes.
Okay, I like him. And then I
Yeah,
also
we went.
really enjoyed the event that he invited
Yeah,
us to in
he did
Orlando.
had a event. We went and it was lit. I learned a lot from it. Shout out to him.
Oh yeah, all right, boy.
Big shout out to him. Oh, Smith watching. Yes, I don't know, man. I sent you the link. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay. He said, okay, wait. He said, sorry. Okay, all right, no problem. We'll get you soon.
Yes, whenever you ready, cuz. It's
Yes,
all
sir.
good.
Yes, sir.
And we appreciate you for watching. But anyways, like I said, tomorrow, tune in with us, man. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Tune in with us, Big Chicken, cuz I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Cammy, we
yes,
out.
Sir. Yeah, we'll get you soon.
Can't wait to speak to you, brother.
Yes, sir.